So there's this thing known as the Pareto principle. What it states is that you can accomplish 80% of your tasks by focusing on 20% of the inputs. This rule applies in a lot of different situations, including in LLDB. Most of the work that you need to do to debug code in LLDB, you can accomplish it with two commands, P for print and X for examine. So these are the two commands that I want to go over today. So let's get started. I've got a very simple int main function here. It's just declaring some variables. So I'm going to press SI 3 times so that we have these variables in place. So P is the print command. So you could type print, and of course you can print some variables. So you could do print A. That will print whatever's in the variables. You can use print to print local variables, let's say, to the current function scope. Instead of typing out all of print, you could do PA. That also does the same thing. And the next thing you could do is actually solve expressions in print. So you could do P1 plus 1, and that will be 2. But of course, if you've got local variables, you could do PA plus A. That will be, 4 plus 4, which is 8. You could do PA plus B. That will be 4 plus 5, which is 9. So on and so forth. Now, the other thing that you might want to do is to read a register. You might want to read whatever's in, let's say, EAX. We know from our previous video that EAX is going to have 0 in it. So you might do something like register read EAX. That's a lot to type, and that will obviously print out 0 because right now we're in turn 0 and we know that XOR EAX is going to have 0 in it. It's going to clear out 0. What's another way to do it? Well, you could do $$ EAX. And that will do the same thing. It will read the register of EAX. So the print command, very useful for printing local variables, printing expressions, or even printing whatever's inside of a register. You might also want to format this data, and that's where this formatting comes in. So for example, you could format your code by doing a /x or a /d. Let's test out these examples. So if I do P/x of A, that is going to convert whatever's in A into a hexadecimal. So 4 converted to hex is going to be this value right here. You could also do P/x of A plus B. That's going to convert the result of this expression into a hexadecimal. Now you might be wondering, well, why would I ever want to do this? And that's where the next command comes into place. The second command that we should go over is X for examine. Examine is essentially a way to examine raw memory. For example, if you want to see what was RIP, which is the instruction pointer, or alternatively the program counter was pointing to, we could do X/I of $RIP. So RIP, as we know, is the instruction pointer. So what we should see is this line of code right here. So if I do that, well, there you go. That's exactly what we see. We see this line of code. Of course, you can examine other types of memory. So, for example, let's examine whatever's in RBP minus OX10. Here you're going to see that A, B, and C are being set. So 4 is going into RBP minus OX8, 5 is going into RBP minus OXC, and 8 is going into RBP minus OX10. So I'm examining actually what's in RBP minus OX0. And of course, examine shows us the raw memory. What we're seeing here are those values. We're at this line of code. So right now, RBP at minus OX10 has some random junk in it, but you can see that at minus OXC, it's got that 05 in there, and that represents the 05 here, as well as 04, which is right over here. So if I go to the next line, right, let me go to the next line, and then if I print this, then we should see the 08. So I just want to confirm that with you guys. I'm going to press SI to go to the next line. Let's do X $RBP minus OX10 once again. And there you go. You've got 8, you've got 5, you've got 4. Now we can kind of combine these two approaches together, and we can actually format this. Kind of like how we were formatting the P here, we can actually format the raw memory. One example of this would be to say, let's do X/word decimal. So this essentially says one word that is a decimal. If we print that, we're going to just see the integer 8. We're at this memory and we're checking the integer 8. Interestingly, you could actually keep going like this. You might not want to do one. You might want to see what 2 decimals look like, 2 word decimals, starting at RBP minus OX10. Well, there you go. You've got 8 and you've got 5. And of course, you could also check out 3, because we know we've set this up, right? We've set up 3 variables into RBP starting at this address, and that goes 8, 5, and 4. And yeah, these are the two commands that I tend to use the most when I'm debugging. Combining these two commands with these formatting, these are the 20% of commands that you're going to use the most amount of time, but they're going to get you 80% of the results. And yeah, that's all I want to talk about today. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into C++ and assembly just like this. I try to post a new video every week or so. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.